Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
In the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Today is the day your taxes are due. We have what you need to know if you still need to pay Uncle Sam.
Tragedy in Northwest Bakersfield. A man, his dad, and several others recovering after a carbon monoxide exposure. The signs firefighters want you to look out for to avoid another heartbreaking incident.
And there's a new star. The annual Dancing at the Star fundraiser hit the stage this weekend, and 17 was well represented. Find out who danced away with the trophy this Monday, April 15th, 2019. It's such a fun event. I'm Tabitha Mills in for Maddie Jansen. She is on a fun family spring break. Alex Fisher and Kevin Charette here to kick off your Monday morning.
I was going to say a lot of kids are sleeping in today because it is the first official day of spring break.
Yeah, and the weather over the weekend was just perfect with the 80s. A little change in the mix for today heading into tomorrow, but then we've got more sunshine and extremely warm temperatures on the way. We will be in the upper 70s, so slightly cooler than yesterday. By 3 o'clock, we'll start to see the increase of cloud cover, and that is going to give way to maybe some rain heading into tomorrow, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. 48 degrees on the temperature for Tehachapi. You have a breeze out of the west-northwest at 12 right now as we take a look at the overall forecast today, starting out in the 40s, but then this afternoon, lower 60s. We'll see some increasing clouds by 3.
And one man is dead and several others recovering after being exposed to carbon monoxide at their Northwest Bakersfield home. It happened early Saturday morning at a home on Gallery Drive. County firefighters and Bakersfield police officers found a family in the home having a hard time breathing because of the amount of carbon monoxide inside. Carbon monoxide is an odorless and tasteless gas. Once it enters the body, it displaces oxygen in the blood and deprives the heart, brain, and other vital organs of oxygen. That can cause a person to lose consciousness and suffocate within minutes.
The signs and symptoms are if you're feeling very lethargic and you don't know why, and if everybody's feeling lethargic all of a sudden and feel like they need to take a nap, that could be a sign.
Investigators believe the gas came from a generator at the house. One man died at the home. The coroner hasn't released his identity yet. Paramedics took 7 others to the hospital where they're recovering but are expected to be released soon. Firefighters say the best way to know if you're in danger is to have a carbon monoxide alarm inside of your home.
That's a good reminder there. It was a deadly week in Bakersfield. Police are investigating a shooting that left one person dead Saturday night. It's the 4th homicide in less than 7 days. The shooting happened at a shopping center on Panama Lane just off of South H Street. It all happened around 11 o'clock Saturday night. Police found a man sitting in a car who'd been shot several times. Paramedics pronounced the man dead at the scene. According to our KGET homicide tracker, this is the 22nd homicide this year. Officers are looking for 2 people in connection with the shooting. Police say one of the suspects is described as an 18-year-old Hispanic woman with dyed red hair. She was last seen wearing a red and orange striped shirt. The other suspect is described as an 18-year-old Hispanic man with a thin build and wearing dark clothing. They were seen driving a 1997 to 2003 green or blue Dodge Ram pickup truck.
Meanwhile, the Kern County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of a baby. Around 10 o'clock Saturday morning, KCSO got a call about a baby not breathing at a home on Oregon Street. Deputies say the baby was taken to a local hospital and pronounced dead there. Anyone with information is asked to call KCSO at 861-3110, or if you'd like to remain anonymous, call the Secret Witness Hotline at 322-4040.
A man police say threatened to sexually assault employees at a downtown Bakersfield coffee shop is behind bars. You may remember the owner is at Blue Oak Coffee. Described the frightening moments earlier this month. They say they'd been open for less than an hour when a man came inside and threatened to rape them. Police arrested the man they say made the threats. He's 23-year-old Joshua Harris. He remains behind bars this morning. Harris is being held on a $25,000 bail and is due in court tomorrow afternoon.
This month is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and Bakersfield police are cracking down on those driving under the influence. Over the weekend, BPD held a DUI and driver's license checkpoint on Hageman Road. Officers screened more than 1,000 vehicles. BPD says officers caught 5 people driving without a license and 9 driving with a suspended license. Officers arrested 4 people on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol, marijuana, and in one case, both. Grimway Farms is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. The company held its annual company picnic at the Kern County Fairgrounds yesterday. Grimway says it's a way to honor its employees. More than 10,000 people showed up to celebrate with food, carnival rides, entertainment, and even a wellness fair. To top off the occasion, Grimway awarded 56 scholarships to outstanding academic students whose parents work for the agricultural giant.
They are on a path for college, and knowing that education impacts our lives in such a significant way, that these students will be entering college and that they will be preparing themselves for the workforce of the future.
Each student will receive $25,000 for 4 years toward their higher education, and most also went home with a Mac laptop. Well, moving on, it's a busy week for us here on Sunrise. Tomorrow morning, I'm actually headed out on the next Honor Flight Kern County trip to Washington, D.C. I'll be bringing you reports from the memorials all week long alongside the veterans who are going there to see those memorials built in their honor, and I look forward to sharing those stories with you right here on Sunrise. I am so excited. Volunteered there since I came back to Kern County, and I think that's a truly remarkable organization there.
You know, it's really neat because you know that these flights leave several times a year, and we know that dozens and dozens of veterans have been able to go and see those memorials. So it'll be nice to actually see their experience, you know, kind of for the first time. This is rare for us to do something like this, so it'll be a neat story to see.
Yeah, and I'm definitely easily emotional, so I think I'm going to have to take some tissues, that's for
sure. I
think
there's going to be a lot of people in Kern County that are going to need to grab the tissues because, I mean, I've actually had the chance to go to those memorials before and see veterans, you know, from around the nation, see those memorials, and it always brings you to tears.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's such a neat experience to see.
They deserve to be honored, that's
Absolutely.
for sure. Welcome back. Taking a look at the week ahead. Today is tax day. It's the last day to file your taxes, so be sure to file on a website of your choosing or through a local tax office. And grab a cup of Joe with a cop. Tehachapi Police will be hosting their event in their community room on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we're teaming up with the Homeless Center and raising funds with another barbecue that will take place right outside of our studios from 11 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. We hope you'll join us. And on Thursday, Bakersfield residents can order their pets' favorite food and goodies from Petco for delivery. That's a brand new thing. And on Friday, the city of Arvin will be hosting an Easter egg hunt and community fair. That will be at the Arvin Pool with free food and raffles. Saturday, a neighborhood block party will be kicking off to help raise funds for the Kern County Sheriff's Office K-9 unit. So be sure to come out for live demonstrations, face painting, food, and more. And on Sunday, a day to celebrate family.
The California Living Museum, otherwise known as CALM, is celebrating spring break with its annual Spring Fling event. The 14-acre zoo just west of Lake Ming is welcoming spring with plenty of activities this week. It's already underway and will continue until Saturday, April 20th. Activities give kids the chance to have animal encounters with the help of CALM workers.
Well, it's a great time for the families to come out and have a great day and spend it together. Enjoy your zoo, your local zoo, and learn about the animals that are in California and make it a day and support the zoos.
Kids up to 12 years old are free to attend with an adult, and if you missed this week's event, CALM is holding another special event on May 18th to celebrate the museum's 36th birthday.
Wow. The Kern County Museum also has plenty of activities to keep your little ones busy this week. The museum is hosting a spring break camp for kids ages 5 to 12. Activities each day of the week follow a different theme. Camp starts at 9:30 this morning and runs through 3:30 each day through Friday. It costs $110 for museum members and $135 for non-members. You can register by calling 437-3330 or go to the kerncountymuseum.org/springcamp website.
Welcome back. If you haven't finished filing your taxes, you may want to get to it. Today is the deadline to turn in your 2018 tax return. The IRS says as many as 50 million taxpayers have yet to file. You still have until midnight tonight to pay Uncle Sam, but if you're not able to make that happen, the IRS recommends filing for an extension. That will prevent taxpayers from paying late penalties, but it will not provide more time to pay tax money that is owed. Today is also the last day to shop at Save Mart and help support the Valley Children's Hospital. You can make a $2, $3, or $5 donation using the coupons at checkout. The donation is added onto the rest of the grocery bill. The money goes toward research and life-saving treatments for children. If you want to participate, the Bakersfield Save Mart is located on Hageman Road at the plaza at River Lakes. Kohl's is kicking off a new campaign to thank active and former military personnel. The retail chain is starting Military Mondays every Monday all year long. Customers who show valid military ID, military dependent ID, or veteran ID at checkout will get 15% off their purchase. The discount applies in-store only.
Thanks for listening to the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's a 15-minute summary of everything you need to know about Kern County. There's a new episode every weekday.